Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, man. Big up yourself, big up the whole Metric community. Hope everyone's doing good, man. If you haven't, make sure you smash the likes, man. Let's get these likes going. Come on, my peoples, man. We got some news about Anderson. We got some news about the young boys. There's loads going on, bro. We're going to get into all of them. Let me just make sure I got my things here set up so if any news comes true, we can see it on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Smash the likes, my peoples, man. Smash them likes. Yeah? Let me put this on charge quickly. Elliot Anderson. Is this guy worth 100 million? You know what's crazy about this whole Elliot Anderson thing? I said it the other day. Someone said to me, let's go and get Elliot Anderson. And I said it. And I said, yo, this Elliot Anderson guy is going to cost us over 100 million. I said this because that Nottingham Forest guy is dodgy. They've got the dodgiest owner ever. He's never going to let us just go out there and snatch Elliot Anderson for free for 50 million or something. I said this. So this is what's going on now. There's this talk. A lot of people are saying it's worth it. Go and get him, etc. I don't know how worth it that is, mate. I wouldn't pay 100 million for Elliot Anderson. You don't let me know what your thoughts are in the chat, etc. If you lot would pay that, if you think that makes sense, mate. Elliot Anderson, he's meant to be a good player. They've showed a few comparisons with him and Belieber and Wharton, etc. And he fits the bill on a lot of things, but 100 million, and he's all he is flavour of the month. This month, he's having his month. All he's doing is having his month. So I don't know, but we'll get into it. What's this news here? So we're going to start off with me sharing my screen as I do. You know, I always show you what's going on. I'm not a guy that just sits here with a camera in my face. So let's get into it. Look at this now. This is some Bruno stuff. What's this? Bruno Fernandes. He's basically, everyone that comes to Man United, they always say Bruno helps them though. That's one thing that's crazy. And he says that Man United sources say Fernandes has been incremental to helping Cunha handle the pressure of being a United player. The duo spent hours doing extra sessions while working on free kicks and set pieces. Bruno's guidance has helped Cunha improve his emotional control and confidence, especially during the recent frustrations with injury. So Bruno's playing his position as he always does. Every player that has left the club always talks good about Bruno. Rashford, Garnacho, Sancho's, all of them, they all still put him up on his birthday and everything. They always say, yeah, my man, proper player. Good stuff. So, yeah, big up Bruno, man. He's obviously helped out Cunha with his thing. And this is the Sun. You know, the Sun, they're terrible when it comes to transfers. But when it comes to stuff about inside the club, sometimes they know things. They used to be good with, like, Greenwood stuff and etc. So, yeah, that's the Cunha stuff. And Bruno... let's see what else Scoop has got over there. But Bruno's proper, man. This is what I'm saying. I don't know why a lot of people don't rate him. This is Patrick Dorgu. It's his birthday today. So he's at Carrington. And he's just talking, yeah, thank you guys for boom, boom, and he cuts a cake. So it's Dorgu's birthday. I hope he improves, man. I like Dorgu, and I think he was doing well in pre-season. Pre-season, he was doing very well. And then now he's coming off the bench and he's looking a bit, you know, he's not the best. He's a bit dodgy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he passes a bit too much, or he's passed with just you underhit or overhit it. He's not, what he was doing in pre-season was impressive. Now it's like a bit dodgy. But big up the boy Dorgu anyway. Let me support every United player. I don't care who they are. I support every single one of them. So yeah, that's them lot in Carrington anyway. They're there training. There's Mbumo, Fernandes, Heaven. No, that's Dorgu there. Ahmad, Mazarari, etc. They're all there. And obviously we got one of the young boys. He lost his dad. You know, one of the young boys. He lost his dad. So I think they're going to wear black armbands or something for that. I'm going to show you that in a second. But look at this. Mbumo has been voted the player of the week by Premier League. This is the Premier League that's voted him this. This is not Man United. This is the Premier League. They voted him the player of the week. So big up the boy Mbumo. You know this guy, man. I can't tell you that the last time we had a player like this, man, that was just so good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can rely on him. Like, bruv, let that ball go one-on-one with the keeper, and Mbumo might do something more. He's going to get a penalty or something. You will guess that he's going to score. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And look at what my man just put. Brian Mbumo doing what 100 million players are trying to do. Bro, is the difference between hype and hard work. Yeah, man, he's come. You know what people say already. Man United always ruin players. That's all they ever do is ruin players. So they put him in that category. He's not going to be good for us. Blah, blah, blah. Look at this. My man's out here. Player of the week. Bam. He's in every single person's team of the week. Alan Shearer, all of them. I've seen it. Even Troy Deeney. Put him in the team of the week. He's doing what he needs to do, bro. Do you understand? So big up the boy Mbumo. Sully was being kind of cheeky today. You get me? Let me show you what Sully was doing. Remember, Sully breaks the news with Man United all the time. Look what he was doing today. Look, he's retweeting. Look, Newcastle's dream winger is Brian Mbumo. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Newcastle fans were putting it up, Magpie TV. And then you go down, and then he put, look, Spurs, Tottenham are now moving for Brian Mbumo. Every time they reported it, he's retweeting it. He was being a bit cheeky for them. You understand? Look at the bottom one, Liverpool. Look, Liverpool are reportedly interested in signing Brentford's Brian Mbumo this summer. So, boom, he's mocking it. This is what he's doing. And this is what we ended up with him, and he is a superstar. Now you can see why Tottenham wanted to pay more money for Mbumo. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They wanted to pay more money for Mbumo, like, because this guy is a player. I think Thomas Frank knew, yo, we need to get him. He is worth every penny. Look at that. Tottenham were willing to go above Manchester United's bids for Brian Mbumo in the summer. There was a meeting at Brentford where the club were trying to convince Mbumo to choose Tottenham due to increased financial package. Thomas Frank must have went to them and said, bro, we've got to pay this. Is that all they want? 65 million? We will pay you 80. Because he knew what they were getting. And there's guys going for 100 million. We had Anthony's, Modric's, and all of these guys, and they're trash. And you got a man like Mbumo now. I can't tell you the last time we had a player, that man was confident. I'm confident with Mbumo up there. Confident. He's going to do something. Do you know what I'm saying? Tottenham had Harry Kane. Everyone's got their guy where you're confident. Man City's got Haaland. Liverpool's got Salah. Arsenal's got Saka to a degree. Do you know what I'm saying? You're confident. Like, yo, he's going to bail us out today. I feel like that with Mbumo. So I'm happy with that one there, man. Big up the boy Mbumo, man. He's player of the week, and it's only the beginning. You understand? It's only the beginning, bro. Wait till we get more in the system. So we're going to miss him. When it comes to AFCON, we're definitely going to miss him, bro. I tell you that for free. But yeah, man, let's keep going. So yeah, obviously, and he said this about Maguire yesterday. He said, listen, Harry Maguire's injury is seen as a minor and not deemed as serious by sources. Completed a strength and rehab session in Carrington today. Man United aiming for him to return on grass training this week if he reacts well to recovery. So obviously, Amorim came out and said it was nothing massive. Sully, who is plugged in, he's come out and said the same thing. It's a minor. It's not deemed as serious by sources. He's completing strength and rehab sessions in Carrington. He's calm. It's nothing serious. So take it with a pinch of salt. You get me? But yeah, so we'll get into the next news. I'll get a few of these comments, but big up the boy Mbumo, man. Serious player, man. Serious. Come over there and changed our life. For real. Different. Cool. Let me get a few of these players. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. We only got 8 likes in here, man. Smash the likes, people. Let's get some of these likes up. Yeah? Smash the likes. Subscribe if you're new. We do this every day. This is normality. Big up the Metric community. Always Met. You got it right with Lamans again. Come on, bro. I told you lot. Bro. We was in here having discourse. Martinez or Lamans. A lot of people were saying Martinez. I said Lamans, bro. I'm telling you lot, bro. When it comes to the post and a box, nothing should change. It don't matter what league you're in. People are saying he's in the Belgium league. He's facing all these shots from rubbish strikers. I said, bro, it doesn't matter, bro. So he's doing what he needs to do. The only thing people are questioning him is, oh, could he have done better with that Danny Welbeck free kick? That's it. Wow. This guy's a keeper, bro. Big up, Metch. Big up yourself, Mike, man. I hope you're good. Big up the community. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. Let's get these likes up. Northampton Town. Big up Northampton Town, man. Dorgu will improve. He just needs time. The raw materials are there. Yeah, he does, man. But I reckon we need to get 2 players in every position, man. We need to go and get another left back. Diego Leon can come in soon or whatever when his time's ready, but we don't need to rely on him. Go and get a proper left back. Dorgu can rotate with that left back, and then go and get a proper right back, right wing back, whatever. Get rid of Dalot, mate. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We need to have it. You see how Arsenal have got their squad mad, and they're looking like they might win the league. City's always had a mad squad. We need to have a proper squad, bro. We've got 1 game a week now, but bro, when we start having 3-4 games a week, if we carry on this trajectory and we make Champions League, for example, we need to go out there and get more proper players. I always criticize Shaw, rightfully so, but this man prevented me. Yeah, bro, he's been good, man. Shaw has been very good for the last couple of games. I'll be real with you, though. And I'm not really the biggest fan of Shaw. I'm not the biggest fan. I always feel like he's our weakness. He's one of our weaklings. So, yeah, man, Shaw, definitely. You've got to give him his flowers when it's needed. You get me? He's been very reliable. And Amorim obviously likes him in the system. I'm surprised he hasn't even been injured. Remember, Shaw was a man that was getting injured all the time. You know what I'm trying to say to you, lot? So, nah, he's not even getting injured like that. It's crazy. But pick up the boy Luke Shaw, man. He's definitely been playing all right. Look at him. Look at him in that. Obviously, the Litz was way better than this to be 6.7, but we'll just whatever in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Lit was way better than that. But look at Shaw. He's been shining, man. He's been doing his thing for the last couple of games, man. If you look at him, he's been doing his thing. And Mbeumo and Cunha deserve player of the week. Yeah, Cunha's been cold as well, but Mbeumo, he's got the goals, isn't it? When you get the goals, that's cash money. Bargain for the price, in my opinion. What, 100 million for Anderson? That's madness. I don't think that's a bargain. I think that's a bump. The man's the flavour of the month. Remember that, people. He's the flavour of the month. And he's English. So they're going to gas him up even 10 times more. Remember that. In fact, even Brighton manager said it best. Ineos invested their money well. Yeah, he did. He did. The 100 million fee for Anderson. There's no way we're paying that. Exactly. This is what I'm trying to say. But then again, you got to remember something. We won't pay 100 million. But then Ineos, and we know Ineos ain't going to pay 100 million. But then you got to remember, it's who we're dealing with. That Nottingham Forest guy is a joke, man. He's not going to have it. He's going to look at this. What? I've got this price here, and he's English. I can put the English tax on there. I want 80, 90 minimum. There's no 50, 60 million, bro. Minimum. Like, he's getting 80, 90. That's what he's going to get. Every club wanted to outbid us and still lost out. That shows United is the biggest and out project. Makes sense, because if we win the Premier, 100%. Bro, have you not seen how bored the media has been? The media has been bored and lost. They don't know what to talk about. They're Liverpool's darlings, so they don't want to talk about Liverpool. And Liverpool's like the media darlings, isn't it? They don't really want to talk about him. Oh, Slot's got to change this, but they're not slatering him. See the way they slated Amorim? They're not doing all of that. So, bro, are you not seeing the way they're moving? Like, they've got nothing to talk about. I've never seen them this quiet, because they want us to lose so they can go ham, sword, because they know that sells papers. They've got nothing to talk about. So what they're doing is now, they're just making stuff up. I told you, innit, that touchline thing. If you lot was here yesterday, you saw what I was talking about. The touchline. The man came out with something saying, Amorim's changed his system. He's won 3 in a row. And then he got so much traction, because that's what he does. He just makes stuff up to get traction. And he knows whenever he's nothing ain't going on, there's no games on, I need to talk about Man United. That's what he does. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all he does. Whenever there's nothing going on, I need to talk about Man United, Barcelona, or Real Madrid. Literally. So look at this. Look at this geezer. Look, let me show you. Look, this is how loved we are. Like, look at this. Let me show you. Look at this. Look, this today. Yeah, no one ain't playing today. Yeah, cool. Oh, there's Carabao Cup games in a bit. But look at this, guys. So this is today's news. Yeah, there's nothing going on. Cool. Fabrizio just spoke about Saka. Boom. It's going to be something about Man United in here, because there's nothing going on, right? Bam. What's that? Oh, a Man United fan. That's going to cut his hair. All right, let me just throw that in there, because there's nothing going on. I'm so bored. I've got no content. Let me just throw some stuff in. All right, I throw that in there. No problem. That's cool. That's one, yeah? No problem. Let's keep going. Bam. Oh, I throw them in there again. Real Madrid versus Barcelona had 650 million viewers worldwide, 100 million more than Liverpool, man. Why do we care? Who cares? Who said that? Who cares if they've got 100 million more than us? Why have you added us in there? Why don't you just say, yeah, Real Madrid and Barcelona had 650 million viewers? What's that got to do with us? This geezer's an idiot, man. This is all he does. He just talks about, look at this. A year ago, Man United sacked Ten Hag. Like, just retweet the tweet wherever you've seen it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? No. Look, Manchester United again. So that's 4 things I've just showed you about Man United, yeah? For no reason. But yeah, no. I'm going to show you that stat anyway in a minute. 4 things about Man United. Cool. What else? Let me show you this yesterday. Look, what's that now? Mbeumo. The Telegraph has named Mbeumo the best player. The signing of the summer. We got the boy Mbeumo, man. Serious player though, man. Where is it? Let me show. I got something to show you. Look, what he said yesterday was crazy. The man just tried to clickbait up the place, and it actually worked for him. It actually worked. Where is it? Here's Jokeres. Anderson. Look, Man United again. The Anderson stuff I was going to show you. Look, I'm still going to talk. We're still going to talk about that properly. Don't worry. Let me just find this thing that he said about Man United. What's this? Oh, but I can't be bothered, man. He annoys me anyway. He's an idiot. That's it. He's an idiot. Anderson is far too overrated. We need to recruit much better profiles from other leagues like Ravella from Lazio. He's a serious baller. He's way better than Anderson for me. I don't know who that is, but you know what it is though? I feel like, how much would he be though? Would we go over there and have to pay over 60 million and then we got to take the time, give him time to adjust and settle into the league? I feel like we're scarred with all of that. You see all of that? Get them to settle in the league and all that. I don't think we're doing all that no more. You understand? The only person we'll do that with is someone we can see potential with, like a striker or something. Sesko, we'll take our time with Sesko. We think this is the guy. He's going to be the main striker in the future. We'll take our time. But right this second, I think they'll go for like an Anderson or a Wharton. Maybe they go for someone like Anderson and then a Stiller, and it goes to 110 million, both of them. That would make sense. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't think we're going to go out there and spend money and take the risk when we're trying to go for the league, especially if we make Champions League with this squad. And we know all we got to do now is change a bit the wing back, change the midfield, back, take out Casemiro, put someone in there that's more mobile. I reckon they're going to try to go for someone that's certified now. Anderson is not worth 100 million. He's max 70. Let me show you like the Anderson stuff anyway. This is from Pletigo. He's a bit of a weirdo anyway. Sometimes he chats shit. Sometimes he's truthful. He's a weirdo. I more only just believe him when he's talking about Man United. When he's talking about stuff in Germany is when I believe him. I don't really believe him when it's out of Germany. I'll be real. So we'll get into that in a second. Look at this. I think the signing of Belieber is already done. Basically, this is what Cunha done with United fans. Remember, he was taking pictures after they beat us 2-0. And then we got Belieber doing the same things, smiling with all the fans, etc. You get it? If people think this is a Brighton top. It's not. It's an old Man United top apparently, or something like that. It's not a Brighton top. But he took a few pictures and look at the way he's smiling. The man just lost the game. He just lost 4-2. He's so happy that even the Brighton fans saw this and got upset. They were like, bruh, what's wrong with him? We're all upset. Yeah, he's definitely a Man United fan. Look, Jacob_Man United. Gave him a cheeky smile. So yeah, so that's what people are saying, that Belieber's more or less wrapped up. But bro, I can't see us paying 100 million for Belieber. That's why all the links are coming out about Anderson now. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Would you not think Belieber's worth now? Would you not pay 100 million for Belieber? I wouldn't pay 100 million for Belieber. No way. I don't think we pay more than 70 million. Even that is pushing it. Even that's pushing it. You people, I'll take one for the team. I don't steal, but he ain't going nowhere, bro. You're good. Even with the market inflated, Anderson ain't worth it. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, but this is what they do. It's an English tax as well, isn't it? Because he's English, they'll put the English tax. Do you get it? That's what happens. Big up yourself, Man United, man. Metric community, always. Big up yourself. Appreciate it, man. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. Villa wanted us to get 30. Yeah, exactly. They would have got Lamens. That's what would have happened. We would have got finessed. They would have got Lamens, and we would have had Martinez out here. But people would have been like, oh, but he starts straight away, bro. Martinez was out here making more mistakes than Onana last season. Man made more mistakes than Onana, but because he doesn't play for Man United, you lot are not going to know this because they don't talk about this every day. You know what Man United keep, whatever happens with Man United, win, lose, draw, mistakes, whatever, they'll talk about it for a whole week. Talk Sport, Sky Sports, everywhere, mate. I would take, that's with add-ons. I would take Belieber with 70 million. I would. I'm chatting shit. 70 million, yeah. I think Belieber, because we can see what he's going to become, innit? Hopefully, last season was the proper Belieber, and this season is an off season. So he's dropped the price, 70 million, bam, I'll call that. When you come here now, you've got to speed up and you've got to get back to work now, bro. So that's what I would be going off. But I don't think anything over 70 million is, anything over 70 million is crazy. I'll be real. 100 million for Wharton makes sense, but not Anderson. Yeah, Wharton's a baller. We need a good run of wins. Look at how Bournemouth and Sunderland consistency is putting them in the top 4. The league is so open. Yeah, 100%. And have you not seen Arsenal? Have you not seen Arsenal, bro? They're like 17th when it comes to open play. It's therefore bored. United have won 3 on the bounce, so they can't split. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They don't know what to do, bro. I keep saying every day, I keep saying I'm going to make a video about the media, but I can't. Every day, I wanted to expose them, like, because they always come in here with some mad things, but I can't even expose them because they're literally, they're all that they're so positive now. They've got nothing to say. Like, they're forcing themselves to be positive. I think we get either Belieber, Anderson, and Stiller because Wharton will be too expensive. Going back to fix, etc. Yeah. I don't think we get Anderson and Wharton. I think we was to get like Wharton and maybe someone else that's got more pace. So I would go like Belieber and maybe a Stiller. So Stiller is the guy that's going to progress the ball. Belieber, that's the guy that's going to be the DM. Get rid of Casemiro. His time's done. Thank you for everything. See you later, pal. That's what I think's going to happen. We're going to get someone more mobile in that position that's going to defend more and be more pacey. And then you go and get someone that's going to progress the ball. So what Bruno's doing now, you get someone that's going to do that. Someone like Stiller. Stiller's the best when it comes to progressing the ball. Stiller and Wharton are different. They're two of the best players when it comes to that back line and progressing the ball. Let me show you the data right now. Look at this, guys. Look. Belieber, main target, ruled out for January. Anderson, appreciated but unlikely mid-season. Wharton, Champions League ambitions, not pushing for move. Still tempted by Premier League switch. Gallagher could come in January. Santos, long-term admiration. Carlos Belieber. Look at that. That's a lot to deal with at once, though. But just look at the yellow and the green one. That's all we're looking at right now. Progressing the ball. That's Stiller. Yellow. He's different, man. He progresses the ball a lot. Key passes, forward passes. He's with it. Forward passes. He's different. Do you understand? Belieber's the best one when it comes to carrying the ball. He definitely tops the list when it comes to carrying the ball and running with it, etc. But when it comes to progressing the ball, someone that's gonna be, all right, cool, get the ball off the lit and then find Cunha or Mbumo or Ahmad or whoever's on the left wing back row or even Sesko. Stiller is the man, or Wharton. As you can see, Stiller or Wharton are your guys. Elliot Anderson does a bit of everything in there. Do you understand? He's a bit of everything, but he wins a lot of possession. So he wins a lot of possession. He carries a bit as well. He's not really the best with duels. Do you understand? But progressive passes, he does do a few progressive passes. Doesn't pass forward a lot, but he's good with progressive passes. So I think we go and get Stiller and another midfielder from the Prem. That will get us like 120. Get rid of Casemiro, 350 saved. Well, not too bad, bro. I'm telling you, lot. That's what seems like it makes a lot of sense. Stiller can have time to get bedded in as well. We have Mainu there, Stiller, say a Wharton or Belieber, and you still got Bruno, you still got Ugarte. He's got time to get bedded in properly. If it's not working, you take him out. It's cool. It's not that bad. You don't need to come in here and we're relying on you like we was relying on Garnacho and the other guy. You get me? So yeah, man. Key passes, progressive, Stiller's the guy. Andre Santos, I think we just asked about him once. We just asked about him because we wanted to know what was going on with him because of the Garnacho situation. We was chatting to them about Garnacho. They were trying to do a switch with us. So we was obviously sitting there saying, yo, what about Andre Santos? They were trying to offer us Nkuku. We said no, etc. So that's all it was with them, with Andre Santos. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I've never seen this Andre Santos guy do anything anyway. I've never seen it. Have you not ever seen this Andre Santos guy do anything that you're like, oh my God, he's unreal. Like, we need to sign him. I've never heard a Chelsea fan sit there and say, we need to bring on Andre Santos. Never. You know what I'm going to say? Like, it's crazy. If someone buys Anderson for 100 million, would do a lot of damage of how clubs will now. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy still. I think we get either Believer, it's expensive, 65, 70 for Believer, 65, yeah. 65 just makes sense. I'll be real. I think they're gonna try and put their 100 million and everyone's gonna say, allow it. You've gone mad. Everyone. Whoever's gonna go there, if it's Man City, if it's United, if it's City, whoever goes there for Believer, tries to offer them 65, 70 million, and they say, no, we want 100, they're gonna say, yeah, allow it. Believer's gonna be unsettled. You could just see that at the end of the season, Believer is going to be so unsettled that he's going to want to leave. He's going to want to go. Believer is better than Anderson. Anderson's having a little time where he's the flavour of the month. I still believe we get Believer. What we saw from him last season, yeah, he was unreal, man. He was. I mean, if we can bring that out of him, it'll be good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. His head's messed up at the moment as well. From aside, Believer, Anderson. I think the top targets are obviously. I feel like the top targets are Believer, Anderson, and Wharton. I think it's out of the three. And Stiller, sorry. These four. I reckon Gallagher is just part-time. That one is just, yo, bring him here on loan. Because if we wanted to buy him, we would have bought him. We could have bought him. Literally, like we made an inquiry about Gallagher on the last day, deadline day. We already sold Garnacho. We have the money there. We could have bought him. We didn't want to. So we don't want to buy Gallagher for the future. We want to just have Gallagher on loan to have another body, especially with all these AFCON. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of players, if they go down, they get injured. This is what it is. So that's where it is, man. I don't think it's a situation where we need to go out there and buy Gallagher or something. Hoyman could be there as well, etc. Look at that, guys. We've got this picture there. That looks cold, isn't it? Mbumo, Cunha, Sesko. Different. They're all... Sesko got their assist. Cunha got a goal. Mbumo. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is funny, you know. Amorim. All right, Amorim scored a goal back in the day. I mean, look at this. Look at the dance. Amorim taught them the dance. Save. They got the dance on Amorim. All right, that's funny still. Keeper mistake. Look, Anana. That's an Anana mistake. That's a proper Anana mistake. Save. But yeah, look, Amorim was doing the dance from early. So they're doing the dance now. It's madness. It's crazy. Yeah, cool. So this is the Anderson stuff, man. Like I said, Pletigo is the one that said it. But there's reports coming out from everywhere now. Manchester United midfield target is rated above 100 million, according to reports. But is the Nottingham Forest star worth it? Bro, I don't think he's worth 100 million. There's no way, bro. That's either Man United tax, or that's just, he's crazy. The crazy owner. That owner there is just saying, yeah, I got a gem here. I'm going to go and just fleece whoever comes in for him. Literally. I don't think there's any sort of way we go in for him and we pay 100 million. I think that's never gonna happen. You know what I'm gonna say? Like, it's not even reliable anyway. And Ineos don't do silly stuff like that anyway. So I don't think that's happening. And Mbumo obviously had conversations with Believer, and when Believer sees how Mbumo is performing, he'll definitely push for a move. Bro, I think he's watching the videos, bro. He must have seen Ahmad and them and they're dancing, and he must have got gassed off that. He's watching the videos, of course he is. Santos is not United standards. And Mbumo should tell Believer to pattern up. We need him in top form. Banana Bozo moment from the keeper. I really like how we are going for profiles rather than names. That's how to build. Exactly. Everyone was talking like, oh, they're all going to flop. They're going to Man United. Man United always ruin players. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's 100 million either. I'll be real. I think my man just guessing. They've seen what's going on. This is the new guy in town. He's the flavour of the month. What can we do? How can I make a story? And this guy is a fraud. I told you that. Plettenberg, unless there's something in Germany, more time, he just talks rubbish, man. It's got to be something in Germany. This guy said Isaac has turned down Man United. What are you talking about? So look, he said this as well about the concrete talks about the striker, and then obviously Michelle come and put this down. But he said, look, Man United are in concrete negotiations over a move, over a transfer for Kevin Filling. 16-year-old talented striker could leave AIK as early as this winter, price around 3 million. But Michelle came out out of nowhere. Michelle's reliable. I believe Michelle more than this guy, bro. This guy's a fraud. Christopher Michelle, different. And he's come out and he said, yo, bro, yes, Kevin Filling was a topic of discussion. Manchester United gathered information in the summer and was also in talks with the club. However, according to my information, he is not currently a topic of discussion. When he talks, you listen. He's 30. Do you know what I'm saying? Michelle, Christopher Michelle, he's certified. And remember, where it is, wherever that club is, AIK, he probably knows more anyway. Is it Swedish? Is it a Swedish club? I don't know. Wherever that is, he will probably know more. Michelle is plugged in. So forget that. That's why I didn't put him in the thumbnail. I didn't bother. Because Michelle shut it down. I could have been these guys that still put him in the thumbnail. Are we going to buy him? Nah, I don't do that. He's shut it down. It's not true. We move on. You know what I'm saying? Main news. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get the English tax, bro. English tax. Just for a discount price is the perfect profile we need. Anderson was bought for 35 million. What has he done exactly? Bro, he hasn't done much, bro. He hasn't done much. And when he was at Newcastle, no one was even talking about him. People were saying Newcastle's got the best midfield in the league. No one was talking about him. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, yo, it's my man. Nah, bro. And this is where he just came out with a story. This guy just comes out with stories, bro. And this is where he got broken from. Man United and Newcastle are just two of many clubs. Why would Newcastle be trying to buy him back for 50, 60 million? That doesn't even make no sense. Forest are where key player understand for a transfer in the summer, a fee of a... See Fabrizio, he mocks this guy. He always basically says he's a fraud. He puts him in, what's that thing? They're hidden and all of that. He mocks him. You understand? I don't believe this guy, man. 100 million, 120 is currently being demanded. There's no release clause. Bro, I think he's just talking rubbish. He doesn't know much. He's just seen that. Man, every single person in the world knows Man United need a midfielder. It's so easy to say it. I can make a story right now. We need a midfielder. We're linked with Milinkovic-Savic or something. Like anything. Milinkovic-Savic is leaving Saudi as a free agent. Man United are going to take him in January for free for a year. Like, you could just make a story out of nothing. Everyone knows this guy, the hot topic of the month, flavour of the month. He's in the England squad. Everyone's gassing him up. Thomas Tuchel, let me go and make a story. This guy's a fraud, bro. And I knew he was a fraud when he said Isaac turned us down, when we all know he was never in there for Isaac. What are you talking about, bro? You know what I'm trying to say? You're just talking rubbish. These smaller clubs need to stop overpricing their players. Some of these players aren't worth their quote. And this is why they get upset, bro, because Wisser and them are there. And Isaac, you saw what they was doing. Man, I got on strike. Because you're overpricing them for a move. How can man carry on their career? If I've done well last season or I've done well this season, played my best, and someone's come in for me, I deserve this big move, and then now you're telling me, nah, I want 100 million for you, and you know no one's going to pay that. Bro, man are going on strike now. They're saying, bro, you got taking the piss. This is what's going on now, bro. So, but I don't think it's going to be 100 million anyway. Like I said, I think my man just talking rubbish. Look at this, guys. So we got this Premier League team, shots on target, counter-attacks per 90. So shots on targets has gone up. So all these teams up is the shots on target. Look, 4.6. That's like all of these teams. Look at us. We're on like 5.1. And then counter-attacks. So we got the most counter-attacks and more or less the most shots on target. Do you understand? That's how we're moving. We're becoming very direct. This is proper Man United. This is how Man United used to play. Where they're just direct. Shots on target, counter-attacks, Rooney, Ronaldo, Nani, just mad. Like, you just can't stop them. That's how we're starting to play now. Where it's just bang. You understand? Bang, bang, wallop. You just can't stop it. They're just running at you 24/7. So Amorim's obviously changed something, and it's looking mad, man. It's not, you get me? It's crazy right now that we've just switched up the whole thing. There's a lot of people out there saying Amorim out, all of that. They're not screaming it no more. I ain't heard of Amorim out in about a month. You know what I'm trying to say to you lot? So that's what's going on. We got the guy. Look at this guy, man. This guy is crazy, bro. The man ain't even playing in his position. You put this guy in a 10 role, what does he do then? Bruno Fernandes created the most chances of any player in the Premier League this season. The most chances. And the man is playing so deep. How is he still creating these chances? This man is a creating machine. He's a chance creating machine, bro. How is he still creating chances? And the man is not even playing up the pitch. And you're thinking, right, what? He's just creating chances, so he's getting too forward, yeah? All right, bro, cool. Watch this. Bam. The man has won the most ground duels than any other player this weekend. What are we doing here? He's winning the most ground duels, and then on top of that, he's creating the most chances in the league. And people want to hound him out if he has one bad game. One bad game. The last 3 games, no one ain't saying nothing about Bruno. The system, they don't suit him. Blah, blah, blah. As soon as he has one bad game, which he will, or he misses a penalty or something, get him out. It's not worth it, etc. Come on, man. Big up the boy. Give him his flowers, man. It might not suit him to a T where he might have to leave at the end of the season. Okay, let's wait for that. But right this second, he's doing what he needs to do. So big up the boy Fernandes, and look at what he's on, man. He's doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing. So big up Fernandes, man. El captain. And then we got this. Look at this. Over the season, we've asked our followers to vote on the most controversial VAR decisions each game week. Here's how the Premier League table looks without VAR errors at game week 9. So without the errors, Arsenal wouldn't be. Are they 6 points? How much clearer are they? Is this what they really are? Are they really just 3 points from Spurs? No, they're 4 points of Spurs. So there will be 2 points, 3 points of Spurs then. So it wouldn't even be that. Liverpool will be 9th. That's how you know VAR is doing them favours. Look at that. 2 decisions have gone their way that shouldn't have. They would have been 9th. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We would more or less be in the same place. That's how you know nothing ain't going for us. It's crazy. Crystal Palace would be a little bit higher, etc. Fulham would be it's mad. It's crazy. Fulham have been getting bumped. Remember Chelsea, innit? That Chelsea game, etc. So that's what would happen if VAR stepped in. Crazy. They'll show you some more stuff that's come out today. Cool, that's quite that picture's cold. This is the code. This is all the flags in that. Dope. That's the Stretford end. Obviously, we played Brighton. That looks so sick, man. That's sick. Cold. We need to have that every game. Every game, we got to have that. So, yeah, that's more or less the guys, man. That's what's going on. Let's go back to United Extra. Remember, we've got some of the young boys as well. Look at that. Rest in peace to the boy Reece Bennett's dad. Remember, Reece Bennett is part of our under-21s team, and his father passed away. So Man United's obviously sending their best wishes. He passed away in the weekend. Condolence to the family, etc. And they're going to wear black armbands and hold a minute silence at this evening's National League Cup fixture against Rochdale. That's Reece Bennett there. That's one of the young boys, one of the academies. So yeah, that's what's going on, man. We got this about Shea Lacey. Training's got a real spark to it. One source close to the first team said the young lads aren't there just to make up the numbers. Amorim wants them to learn in the standards and pushing for places. One player consistently standing out is Shea Lacey. A source close to the situation said he's been tearing it up, fearless, creative, and always looking to make something happen. He's really caught the eye. So Shea Lacey's fully rated at the moment. That's who's going to be the next one up. Everyone keeps saying that anyway, that he's due to be the next one up. Sam C broke the news. He's talking about Amorim rates the academy, etc. This is what I put in the thumbnail. And yeah, Carrot and Buzz sessions have a new spark and intensity. Do you understand? Amorim brings United youngsters into the fold as Carrington comes alive. Remember, we've had all this talk about JJ Gabriel as well. He might be coming too soon. He's going to be training with the first team as well, etc. Which is here, look. Man United head coach Ruben Amorim has started to include more and more youth players in his first team training sessions in recent weeks. The Red Devils boss has made it clear effort to integrate several academy prospects into the senior setup at Carrington as he looks to rebuild the pathway between the Old Trafford Giants academy and first team, a link many felt had weakened in recent years. So he's trying to keep the link there where, yo, you've got an opportunity, you're going to come through, come and train with us. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can see, yo, this is how we want you to play, etc. And you've got a chance. Instead of just leaving them where they are, if they're training with us, we can at least they know they've got a chance to start. This is obviously the Man United's Player of the Month nominees: Sene Lamens, De Ligt, Cunha, and then Mbeumo. Who will get your vote? Me personally, I'll go. Ooh, it's a tricky one, but I'll go. It's out of De Ligt and Mbeumo. I'll probably go De Ligt. You know, De Ligt's just been so solid. Like I think because he's not a striker, he goes unnoticed. We don't expect the goals and assists, so we don't really think about him too much. But De Ligt has been very, very solid. I'll be real. So yeah, that's that there. Yeah, that got shut down, obviously. Where's United Extra? Exclusive. Yeah, I'll definitely go delete. Yeah, man, rest in peace to the boy Reece Bennett. His father. We've got Ekitike out here too. Remember, Ekitike is a Man United fan, so this is kind of awkward. He's talking about when his favourite Premier League goal, and he's saying Rooney bicycle kick. The celebration like this, that's my favourite goal in the Premier League. Do you think the Scouts are going to be happy with that? You think the Scouts are going to be happy that his favourite goal is Rooney? Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. That's how you know he's a proper United fan. Smaller clubs are overpricing their players. Some of these players aren't worth what they're quoting. Anderson gets sold for 100 million. Then Bournemouth will sell their new striker. Yeah, that guy bags goals. Krupi or something like that, innit? He is cold. He's cold. Unreal player. I think he's still performing in a shit United team. We get Champions League. I don't think Bruno leaves. Taylor was awful during the weekend. We should have got 2 pens. Bro, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But I'm happy that we won that without having pens and red cards. Because all their narrative is going as well. Remember, the narrative at first was, unless we get a red card against us or a penalty, or it's a relegation side. It's either a relegation side or a red card. That's what everyone started putting out here. We only beat the relegation teams or teams that had red cards. So now we're just slapping teams. No VAR decisions. None of them. Sunderland, no VAR decisions. Liverpool, no VAR decisions. Brighton, no VAR. Bro, what you lot got to say now? You got nothing to say, bro. So it's good to see that, man. Champions League is mandatory. That will help us clear up. Yeah, 100%. 100%. We have to make it, man. De Ligt has been our best player. I can't forget. Yeah, different. De Ligt's been cold, but like I said, it will go unnoticed from a lot of people because, like I said, if you're not a striker, a lot of people won't pay attention to you. And then Ornstein came out and said this earlier on. He said a forward would likely be on the agenda for West Ham, but not Ivan Toney. Other players are linked with them, Kobe Mainoo and Joshua Zirkzee at United, but I think it's pretty remote chance that the Hammers get either of them. We don't even know if they'll be leaving Old Trafford. Remember, there's reports coming out saying, Amorim saying you can't even leave, bro. Man, I go into AFCON, we're losing Ahmad, Mbeumo and Mazraoui. So you're going to get game time. The FA Cup starts then as well. So we need you, bro. So I don't think they go. Unless they go at the end of the January window, I can't see any of them leaving. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, that's it, my peoples, man. If you ain't smashed the likes, make sure you smash it now. Love to everyone that's been inside. Love to everyone that's been in the chat. I appreciate all of you, lot, man. I'll see you lot here tomorrow. Peace out.
Got some celebs pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud.